Ayo always told himself he wasn't a bad person, just a guy surviving Lagos. Bad people were the ones on the news, armed robbers, cult boys, kidnappers. Him? He smoked to cool his head, stayed out late because home was too quiet and too honest, and sometimes collected small things that nobody would miss. A phone here, a wallet there, loose change in a market woman's tray when she turned to shout at a customer. Lagos moved fast. If you blinked, you lost something. So Ayo stopped blinking. That Friday night, the air felt thicker than usual. The kind of heat that sticks to your skin even when you're not doing anything. The kind of night that makes you restless. He stood behind a row of kiosks near Oshodi, lighter flicking, cigarette between his lips, watching the flow of people like it was a river, and he was deciding where to dip his hand. His boys were around, 2 of them anyway. One was laughing too loudly. Another was scanning the crowd with hungry eyes. Ayo's phone screen was cracked from a fall weeks ago, but it still worked, and he kept checking the time like it mattered. It was almost 1 a.m. "Guy, we fit move small," one of them said. "This night still young." Ayo exhaled smoke and shook his head. "I beg, I want go burger side." "Burger? For what?" "For... just go." Truth was, Ayo didn't even know what he was going to do at Burger. He just knew he didn't want to go home. Home meant his mother's tired face, her quiet disappointment, her prayers that sounded like she was begging God to remember their address. And Ayo hated the way prayers made him feel, like someone could see through him. He finished the cigarette, stepped out, and melted into the crowd. The bus park was loud in a way that didn't match the hour, conductors shouting, engines coughing, danfo horns arguing with each other. Lagos didn't sleep, it only blinked slowly. Ayo slid into a bus going towards Burger. He chose a seat by the window, not because he liked the view, but because it was easier to slip out if anything started. The bus filled up with people who looked like they had reasons to be awake. A woman with a tired baby tied to her back, a man in a reflective jacket smelling of petrol, 2 girls whispering to each other and giggling like they were hiding something sweet. Then she climbed in. An older woman. Not very old, but the kind of age that carried authority without raising a voice. She wore a simple wrapper and blouse and held a small Bible against her chest like it was a purse. A nylon bag dangled from her wrist, the kind people used to carry provisions. She looked around once, then sat beside Ayo. Ayo shifted automatically, not because he was scared of her, but because something about church people made him uneasy. They had a way of looking at you like they knew your secrets, even when they didn't. The conductor slammed the door and banged the side of the bus. "Burger, burger, make we go a beg." The danfo jerked forward, squeezing through traffic like it was fighting for space in the world. Ayo tried to relax. He leaned his head against the window, eyes half open. The woman beside him opened her Bible. Ayo sighed quietly. She didn't glance at him. Didn't ask him, "Young man, have you found Jesus?" Didn't start preaching. She just read like someone eating slowly. After a while, Ayo's stomach rumbled. He hadn't eaten since afternoon. Hunger had become normal to him, like a friend he didn't like but couldn't avoid. The woman reached into her nylon bag and brought out a small, wrapped nylon, buns. She broke one in half. "Take," she said, holding it out. Ayo blinked. "Ma, no, I'm fine." "You're not fine," she replied, calm. "Take." Ayo hesitated, then collected it, trying not to look too eager. The bun was warm, slightly sweet, and it made his throat tighten in a way he didn't expect. "Thank you," he muttered. "God bless you," she said, like it was automatic. Ayo almost laughed. God bless him? If God was doing blessings, Ayo felt like he was the last person on the list. The bus drove on, passing streetlights that flickered like they were tired. The city stretched out. Shops closed but not quiet, shadows moving, the occasional shout from somewhere deep in the night. Ayo's phone vibrated. A message popped up from one of his boys. "Where you day? Police day here." Ayo's chest tightened. He typed quickly, "I done come out. Wetin happen?" The reply came, "Them catch cola. Them they search everybody." Ayo swallowed. Cola was the loud one. Cola always moved like he had 9 lives, but police didn't care about confidence. They cared about quotas and opportunities. The bus slowed suddenly. Ahead, blue and red lights painted the road. Roadblock. Io sat up straight. His heartbeat started to argue with his ribs. The driver slowed more, creeping like a guilty man. The conductor stopped shouting and started pretending he was just a passenger. Ayo's fingers went cold. He didn't have a weapon, but he had something.